What's going on, everyone? It is Jasmine Woodland and welcome back to my channel. Sorry I am late on this news, everybody, but I still want to talk about it. First and foremost, I love this picture by Starcasm. This is perfect. This is Kail and Briana fighting against each other and pulling each other's hair. So I think for the rest of this video, I'm going to go ahead and leave that picture up here because this is actually hilarious. Like, this whole ordeal is hilarious to me. So again, if you all don't know, Kail actually filed a lawsuit against Briana Dejesus recently for defamation. So I'm going to hop right into what's going on. So if you all don't remember, Chris Lopez had actually called the police on Kail before because allegedly Kail was really upset because Chris got Lux's haircut without her permission. So according to court documents, Kail allegedly physically beat Chris Lopez, which landed her in jail. So ever since that moment, they were stating that Kail actually had broken into Chris's mother's house because that's where this incident took place. So she walked in, grabbed Lux, allegedly put him in the car, and she went back into the house without being invited, and she spazzed out and hit Chris Lopez because she didn't like the fact that he got Lux's haircut. Now, since then, Briana actually did an Instagram live and she talked about the incident. Now, this is what she stated. She said, Kail is sitting on the show legitimately filming about a wallpaper color choice for her house when she could be filming about domestic abuse situation that happened with Chris that she was trying to hide, I was told. Back when Lux's hair was cut, she allegedly was arrested after allegedly getting into a physical altercation with Chris. Now, Briana also went on to say Kail did not want to film about the situation with the domestic violence. And she also didn't want to film about her getting arrested or about the breaking and entering, about, breaking into Chris's mom's home because that's where all of this took place at. And she didn't want to film about hitting Chris or anything like that. So it's not my fault that she got cut from the episode. I was just stating facts. So that is what Briana had to say. Now, a lot of people are like, what? Kail got cut from an episode, huh? So allegedly, Kail was supposed to be a part of one of the episodes, and they actually snatched it down and took it down and did not air it because of the entire domestic violence episode that happened with Chris and Kail, right? So the entire ordeal that happened, they just didn't know what to really do, so they didn't air Kail for an episode. So Briana's like, hey, that's not my fault. So ever since then, everybody, Kail is definitely in her feelings about that, and she filed a lawsuit and she is actually suing Briana for defamation. And she's also requesting that Briana pay her attorney fees as well as compensate for damages following a trial by jury. Now, Kail's representative did make a little statement, blah, blah, blah. So let's go ahead and see what they had to say. So it states here that Kail's representative said that Kail is disheartened by the recent untrue statements made by her fellow castmate Briana Dejesus concerning Kail's absence from a recent episode and involvement in crimes that she never committed. Kail takes these statements very seriously. After necessary self-reflection, Kail has decided to handle the situation with Miss Dejesus by exercising her legal right to protect herself and her brand in court. So as we all know, Briana's mother is not going to bite her tongue, Roxanne. So she kind of made a statement on social media and said, somebody looks like they need a storyline. And she was actually referring to Kail like, hey, you need a storyline for the next season because allegedly, the whole hobby situation didn't work out. He doesn't want to film with you. Joe does not want to be on camera with you. Chris can seriously care less. He barely cares about being a father. So it's just like, you just need a storyline and you're just using Briana to do that. You're trying to spice up your storyline and things like that. So that is the drama, everybody. And this is my personal thoughts on the situation. I personally feel like this is kind of stupid. Like, I'm being so serious. Like, I don't even understand how Kail was really able to file this lawsuit because everything that Briana stated is public information. Like, Kail's court documents with the entire Chris situation is public knowledge, is on a public platform. And when the incident first happened, everybody was talking about it. YouTubers, blogs, regular people who keep up with the show. You had a lot of people speaking about it. So why is it that when Briana talks about it, when Briana regurgitates the information that was on the court documents, you're running to, file a defamation lawsuit against her when there's other people who spoke about the incident as well? So I'm just kind of confused, why does Kail have a chip on her shoulder in regards to Briana once again when there's other people, even other castmates, who kind of touched on this briefly with the entire domestic situation. So I'm not too sure, how this is going to hold up in court. I guess they feel like they do have some sort of case here because she was able to file a defamation suit. But I kind of feel like it's silly. It's very absurd. Everybody has the right to their opinion. Your court document is public, is on a public platform, and everything Briana said was in the court document. Like, hey, you picked up Lux, his hair was cut, you put the baby in the car allegedly, you went back into Chris's mom's home without permission, and you were upset over the haircut and you lost your temper and hit Chris, and that was in the court documents, and you actually went to jail for it and things like that. So again, I'm not too sure how this will hold up in court, but I will definitely keep tabs on this entire situation. So what do you all think about this situation involving Kail actually filing a defamation lawsuit against Briana Dejesus? Please let me know your comments and your thoughts in the comment section below. I'm Yasmin Woodland. Please subscribe if you are not subscribed here. I have a great community. And also tap that like button and tap that bell so you can get notifications on when I do upload. Other than that, everybody have a great night, and I'll see you next time. See you.